Hello, today we are here with our slave Damon discussing his struggles.
Miss Yeoman, I'm very glad to be here.
What's your everyday life like?
Well, usually I wake up before daylight with other families that I live with in my one-room log cabin, and I start to tend immediately to the cotton fields. I have to be extra careful not to misplace my hoe or any other small minute details, or else I will get whipped harshly by my driver. On average, I pick about 130 to 150 pounds of cotton on a daily basis.
What are the responsibilities of the women in your cabin?
Well, the women are what mostly takes up the house slaves. Though they dress better, they are under close eye of the slave owners. Even a small mistake will gain them harsh punishments of whipping, sexual assault, or harsh terms that they call them.
What are some health issues of your living quarters and work conditions?
As I said before, we share a one-room log cabin with other families. It's kind of tight, and it gets very dirty easily. And due to old cracks and holes, mosquitoes keep us up nightly, biting us until we can't take it anymore. And because our diet is so little, our rations are so little, we develop malnutrition problems such as skin disorders, cracked lips, vitamin deficiency diseases, and sometimes even go mental.
How do you get through this hard life?
Oftentimes we create spirituals and songs that express our grief and joy and praise. Music is very crucial to us, and we often create them on the spur of the moment. We would sing them in the fields and at dinner. Music is a way to express our religious beliefs.
Has anybody acted against your masters?
Yeah, lately there have been slave revolts, planned secretly among us, mostly because of a change in circumstance or the loss of will to follow through. None of them have actually had success.
Thank you very much, Damon, for stopping by. I heard you will be starring in a new Emmy Award-winning movie, Black Belt South.
Why, yes, Miss Yeoman. It's about a slave owner who falls in love with her own slave. I'm quite excited for its release.
Me too. Let's look at a trailer for this movie and come back for some more interviews.
Sure thing.
I'd like to make a toast today to thank you for my outstanding earnings in this economic genius that is called slavery. You all did an outstanding job, and I appreciate your upbringings in this society.
Sarah, this is not a good idea. Slavery will only be here for a short while longer. And all this investing you're doing is not going to amount to anything.
Don't worry, slavery will be here for a long time, as long as I...
No, it won't. You have to be careful.
Just let me do my thing.
Sarah, I'm sorry to say this, but your brother has just died. He secretly had a kid with a slave, and he assigned custody for this slave to you.
What?
That's right. You have full custody of this child.
Okay, I got trapped. You know you're alright. Good job trimming those leaves, slave. What's your name? I'm Sarah. Good.
I was wrong before. Slavery is where the money is going.
No, I love these people. They're actually people.
No, they're not. People are going to find out about you, and everything will be ruined.
You're a slave. I can't be seen with you.
You're an ignorant fool.
Oh, hell no! No, wait. Why would you ever do that? This is my slave. You're gonna be okay. You need to go find David. You're in love with him. It's just a normal person. I'm sorry I said those things. I love you.
Oh, me too. Alright.
We should abolish slavery. I agree completely.
play.
We're here with Sarah, who has owned slaves for a good part of about 20 years.
Yep.
She has watched the slave rate go up since 1820, from about 1.5 million to 4 million, and she just started a movie called Black Belt South.
Yeah, I'm really excited to star in it.
How many slaves do you own?
About 35 slaves.
And why do you own them? Like, is there a particular reason you aren't part of the 76.1% that don't own slaves?
Well, I wanted to expand my agricultural growth. I knew by getting slaves and investing in them, it would benefit me in the long run. Not only has the growth of slaves benefited me, the entire Southern economy has benefited also.
Are there any other reasons you chose slave labor compared to, white labor?
Yes, they are much cheaper and a lot less organized.
What positives have you come to realize about slaves?
My slaves produce an average of $78 in cotton annually, but to feed, clothe, and house them, it's only about $32.
Do you support slavery for any other reasons?
Well, owning slaves gives me feelings of superiority over the blacks and of kingship, if not equality with other white slave owners.
And how do you feel if slaves became free?
I'm indifferent about it. Most slave owners don't want that, and I'm kind of in that boat. If slaves got their freedom, they would think of themselves just as good as we are, and I don't want that.
All right, well, thank you for being here today. I'm glad you shared your opinion on slavery.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck in your movie.
Thank you.
Sarah, this is not a good idea. Slavery will only be here for